Hey yo guys, so we got a bit of a different video today, another review video, but like when I did back in Star Wars month, but this time with dinosaurs, because guys, it is Jurassic July. Am I posting a little late week into it? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm here regardless. So what better way to start it off than, you know, talking about Jurassic World Rebirth, a little review. It'll probably have like some images of the movie here and there, or maybe it's just a blank slate. It depends how I want to edit this video. Anyways, regardless, I thought what better way to start off Jurassic July than talking about Jurassic World Rebirth, as I had just watched the movie last week, but I wasn't home, so I wasn't able to upload the video, and I want to do these like every weekend, you know, keep the Dokkan Legends, whatever Dragon Ball stuff I have during the week, and then have like at least one or two dinosaur vids each weekend for Jurassic July, is what I wanted to do, and then streams will have like dinosaurs accordingly. But yeah, no, so this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the Jurassic World Rebirth movie. Let's talk about a little bit of non-spoilers, so non-spoilers here. And yeah, let's go into it. Movie. What did I like about the movie? Non-spoiler. I'll get into spoilers later. I like the movie. I'll say it right here, right now. I enjoyed the movie. I think I enjoyed it probably more than others. I've heard, you know, Discord, some people didn't like it, some people hated it, some people liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I didn't expect it to be amazing. I didn't expect it to be great. I didn't expect it to break the, you know, the wheel in after reinventing it or whatever. It was a good movie in my opinion. I liked it. I liked it for what it was. I enjoyed it for being what it was. Lore wise, if you're trying to be, you know, a lorist on this movie, it probably, you know, messes with a couple things, but I had fun with a few of the characters. I had fun with the dinosaurs. I had a blast just chilling on this island, and certain scenes in the movie were just beautiful. I will say I enjoyed the mercenaries probably a bit more than I did. No, I did enjoy the mercenaries and the paleontologist guy whose name I'm forgetting. I enjoyed them a lot more than the family. The family was like they were like like I didn't really care for them. They were okay, but the mercenaries in them were great. I loved seeing them, and they were fun. They were fun. Well, I say fun. They were fun. Like I started the movie, they're very fun, and then you feel with one of them, Duncan, I believe is his name, the most. He probably was my second favorite character in this movie. Like I felt with him the most, and the actor did like an amazing job in this movie, like portraying this character. I don't know. I felt like he was acting his heart out, and I mean he's a great actor. To be fair, I've seen his work, and like if you ever seen him in The Green Mile, he's amazing there. And he did not, you know, sit back and do this. He could have totally been like catching a paycheck, but he did great. I really liked his character. The Distortus Rex, the D-Rex, looked cool. It was crazy, menacing, insane. Pretty cool. The Mosasaur. A lot of these creatures, I like their new styles. The Spinos were different, you know, more accurate to what they look like, and not, you know, the Spinosaurus the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 that, you know, looked like, you know, a monster, right? Was technically altered and more aggressive, right? And then the Mosasaur looked pretty cool. The T-Rex looked sick. The Mutodons were interesting creatures. The Quetzal, awesome. Titanosaurus, great. You know, I loved it. Overall, I think it was a fun movie. I don't think, you know, you just go in and, you know, go in for what it is. It is what it is, and for what it is, I think it is a solid movie in my opinion. I think I enjoyed it. I thought it was a solid movie. I had a blast watching it, and I just really liked it. It was fun. I enjoyed it, and you know, I don't think it wasn't a bad movie. A lot of people are comparing, like saying this is like Jurassic Park 3 but a little better. And you know, I don't technically disagree. Like I probably, you know, enjoyed Jurassic Park 3 a little bit more than the average viewer. But yeah, no, I'd say, yeah, it's kind of like that. It's definitely better than Dominion, I will say. And would I say it was better than Fallen Kingdom? Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I have to like really get the brain stirring to have those thoughts and really think, like, was it better than Dominion? Was it better? I'm sorry. Was it better than Fallen Kingdom? Was it better? Probably. Now we get into spoilers. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. All right. You've been warned. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. So, We follow, you know, our protagonists, the mercenaries and the paleontologists. You know, they're trying to go get the DNA of dinosaurs to go basically find a cure for like a heart disease. So that's our plot, and that's pretty neat. Like interesting, you know, pharmaceuticals. We're getting dinosaurs to cure diseases, which is a neat take, but cool. Whatever, it is what it is, right? So we go follow them. You know, they're on the island looking for things, and I gotta say, with the mercenaries, as we're like going through it, like let's me explain, like Duncan. The actor did like, so we're chilling with these mercenaries, and there's like 5 of them. Duncan, Scarlett's, Johansson's character, and then 3 side characters, which we do get to see a little bit of their personality in the beginning, which is fun. And then one of them just dies, and well, one of them dies to Spinos, and you know, you feel it. Like you connected with him a little bit. Like it actually kind of, you felt it. Like, because we saw at the beginning he was trying to be goofy with them, but you know their plan already went through, so it's like, oh, my bad. But he was a bit of a, you know, like he was a bit rude. But we did connect with him a little bit, and then he kind of just died, and it's not bad. I think I wanted maybe if he lasted a little longer and then died, then that would have been fine. But I mean, it still works for what it is. I think he just died maybe a little too early. But it was still really good. And then the other characters, you know, you connect with those 2, and then they die. And Duncan's feeling like when they die, Duncan, like the other characters kind of brush it off, but Duncan, and props to the actor, like you feel like those are his comrades, those are his friends, and they were killed right in front of him. Like with I forget, one of the other mercenaries gets eaten by a Spino. The other guy, well, 2 get eaten by Spinosauruses, and then the other guy he watches get eaten by Quetz, and it's crazy. It's insane, and you know he's just like, like you see it, like you see him sad, like it actually affects him. It's really like cool, like it's sad, but it's like nice to see that, you know, these deaths meant something. Like they may have not meant, you know, much to like you or me, the audience, right? But this character knew them. In this world, he knew them. He was connected to them, and they died, and he's kind of processing that, and is a little, like, you know, understandably a little depressed from it, and it makes sense. And I think that's great. The paleontologist, I actually enjoyed him a lot. I really enjoyed the paleontologist. I think he was like probably my favorite character, and maybe that's just because there's a little like fact about me. As I would back when I was going to like school, I was actually going to school for college. But when I was going, of course, right? When I was going to school, I was studying to become a paleontologist myself, and I eventually probably will go back to doing that. But and Jurassic Park was a big like motivation for me to do that. It was a big factor into me wanting to do that. And then seeing this paleontologist like talk about dinos on screen, like it was nice. I loved seeing him on screen talk about dinos or comparing, you know, fossilization. How he would like, oh, I want to die in this certain like mud or something because that's the best chance to be fossilized. and that was pretty cool. They're like, oh, you're a little weird, but like, hey, I mean, it's true. Like, best fossilization, they'll find him, and then like, oh, studies, it'd be cool. Later in the future. And then the most, like, probably one of my favorite scenes ever was him seeing the Titanosaurs, and the Jurassic Park, like, welcome, you know, Jurassic Park theme playing in the background. And he's like in tears and just and astonished and just amazed by these creatures of the Titanosaurs, which, how are they hiding in the grass? Well, we don't talk about that. And he was just amazed and astonished by them, and it was beautiful. I loved it. It was great seeing that. I loved seeing it, and it warmed my heart. It was probably the greatest and most beautiful scene in the movie. I absolutely loved it. And it was great. So we go on. So that's Mercedes. Scarlett Johansson's character, like, and business guy that's working with me, like me. They're kind of just there. Like Scarlett does an okay job, but I'm not like, She's like, to that character. The family is all right. Like, I didn't really care about them. They weren't too interesting. They got attacked by a mosasaur. Why they were sailing so far out is a question in itself. And they're okay. Like, they get chased by a T-Rex when they get separated, which was cool. I like that T-Rex scene. Did they show too much in the trailers? Definitely. But I enjoyed seeing that T-Rex scene. Was still pretty cool. I like the design of T-Rex. It's like a yellow green or whatever. I really enjoyed seeing that T-Rex. Looked really cool. I feel like a lot of the dinosaurs here on this island felt very like aquatic, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you have the mosasaur, you have the spinos, you have this T-Rex that's swimming, you have a lot of these other oceanic creatures, like something which I hear is like a titanoboa maybe in the waters that was like following them in a scene. Like, everything feels like very aquatic, very water-esque. I mean, you have the titanosaurs with their sails on their back, right? Everything feels like don't feel like your non-normal dinos. And it's kind of cool. Oh, and by the way, I should let it be known, the Raptors had a I saw a comparison to this, and I heard a comparison to this. It's kind of funny as to we go back to Jurassic Park 3. The Raptors had a cameo, and then were immediately slaughtered by the Mutodons, and it felt like, oh, this is so this. If you were a Raptor fan, this is what the T-Rex fans felt in Jurassic Park 3 when the Spino killed the T-Rex. That same feeling. That was wild. I was like, wow, well, there's our Raptor cameo. Oh, right, the family. Let me just mention, the boyfriend. I didn't care for him. Like, I felt like there was, like, a small development for him, and then it kind of just took a back burner, and it was like, okay. Like, I don't know. We never really got to understand why the girlfriend liked the boyfriend. Like, we had to talk, like, heart to heart, and he wanted to, like, brush off that heart to heart with the dad, which makes sense. You know, he doesn't want to get too deep into it. But then we never really go into it. Like, there was like crumbs. They had crumbs for development, and then they kind of just gave up halfway. And then there was the daughter, not the little girl. She was pretty cool. It was the older daughter. I don't know. She just came off like annoying and then kind of dumb, just staring at a Megalodon the whole time. Starstruck when they were in the like sewer system. It was kind of crazy, but. I don't know. It was weird. And all right. And then the island. Let me know. I should have said this at the beginning. The island is actually what they were doing to test on hybrids. I believe this is the Jurassic World island. This island is where they, were making the precursors for the Indominus Rex back when they were doing hybrids. So that was pretty cool to learn. So this wasn't like another secret island. This was just an island Jurassic World was using, not Park. And then, it got destroyed because of a Snickers bar, which is Final Destination style, breaking the system. And then, Distortus Rex breaking free. And that was crazy. A Snickers bar, how it, I don't know how a Snickers bar, Final Destination style Snickers bars destroys everything. And, you got that. So, very, very silly. And speaking of Distortus Rex, had a scene in the beginning and then had a long scene in the end. Didn't need to really be in there. Honestly, the thing did like little to nothing in that movie aside from like kill our like main guy and destroy their helicopter, which was kind of a sick scene to see of that copter coming into the smoke and they see the Distortus Rex just holding it in its mouth and then throwing it. That was pretty crazy. But other than that, it really served no purpose. There was no point unless you were gonna like have like some final like battle with that creature. And it lived. It's still on that island being a monster. So, I don't know. I feel indifferent. Like, Distortus Rex. Oh, you're so scary. And then, Duncan like trying to pseudo sacrifice. I honestly thought Duncan was gonna die there. After sacrificing the Distortus Rex, or after distracting it and then running. I probably would have been like, I personally was gonna be fine with it if he died there. I would have been like, man, there goes Duncan, my like second favorite character, a really really good character, and he died sacrificing himself. Damn, but he got away, and I was like, how did you get away? How did you do that? What? But he got away, and everyone like runs off, and yeah, we've lived forever, or happily ever after, yay! And that's essentially the movie, right? I enjoy. Oh, let it be known, they talked about how now all the dinosaurs are practically extinct now because they couldn't adapt to our climate, so they're living in the northern regions of the earth where the oxygen can suit them, which kind of makes sense. A little bit bummed that they died. I want to know what dinos died. You know, what was the point of Dominion saying we have to like coexist with these dinos, and then for this movie to be like, oh, they all died because they couldn't adapt. And I mean, they're still all alive. They're just alive in the more northern areas of the planet because that's where they can thrive the most. So, I mean, they're there, but they're no longer in society. So, there you have that. And, you know, I saw an apatosaur, and it was tagged, and it was, like, somebody painted on, like, spray tagged, like, an apatosaur. And I was like, what the hell? That was messed up. But, other than that, I really liked the movie. It was a fun movie. A little slow in the beginning, but I had a blast throughout it. It was fun. I probably enjoyed it more than the average viewer, but I'm a sucker for dinosaurs. It was a fun movie, and that's all I wanted. Like, I was just expecting just a fun movie. The family probably couldn't have been there. Like, if they took out the family and focused more on the mercenaries, it probably could have maybe even been a better movie, because following the mercenaries and their story was a lot better than the family, in my opinion. But you know, we got T-Rex, and the T-Rex sounded weird. I don't know if it was me, but the T-Rex, like, roar sounded weird. Like, it was still the T-Rex roar, but it had, like, pitches, like, here and there that weren't from our normal T-Rex, like Rexy and Buck and Doe, like those guys. This T-Rex sounded, like, distorted. Oh, no, it sounded very different compared to the other ones. But maybe that's just because, like, they were doing some of that one. Why they made another T-Rex, who's to say? Maybe they were supposed to move so Rexy could have a friend. Oh, who knows? But yeah, that's about it. I really liked the movie. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on how you felt about the movie. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite parts? What did you hate? You know, not like about it? Let's talk about it. I honestly thought I liked the movie, so I think it was good. And hope you guys are looking forward to Jurassic July. I'm gonna try to upload a dinosaur video every weekend for this Jurassic July, and you know, we'll have dinosaur streams throughout the week as well, or throughout this month as well. I want to try to do this gimmick month. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to blast that like button out of this universe. Subscribe if you enjoy the content on my channel. And hey, hit that bell notification too as well, so you get notified when I upload. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. dbzmando, signing out.